The first thing we're going to look at, yes, is you. So hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time of stopping by, nice to see you, and consider subscribing to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 simple steps that you can take to write your own ebook. The first thing we're going to look at, yes, is you yourself. You're going to do a SWOT analysis. You're going to look at your strengths. What are you good at? And these are things that you might have learned in your job that you have picked up over time. Maybe your passion, things that people tell you that you're good at, or you actually looking in your environment and seeing what people are struggling with, which you yourself might have struggled with, and you can now help them. And that was actually the motivation for my book, Timewases Guide to Time Management. Yes, if you know, in the past, I have struggled with managing my time, being effective with time as a student, as a mom taking exams, but I've been able to overcome them by using simple steps. So when I was lecturing, I thought to myself, these students are actually struggling with managing their time effectively. They were doing most of their assignments at lastminute.com, which meant they were not producing the kind of work that they could had they spent more time planning rather than doing it at the very last minute. So that inspired me to write this book. And of course, because I'm a mother, I was able to talk about other things, and as a writer as well, how to organize and plan the ideal book. So look at what you think you can offer. How can you help people? How can you transform? Ebooks are about transforming people from where they are to where they want to be. Now, one thing that people often say to me is that, oh, I'm not in a good position. I don't know enough. Well, here's the good news. Nobody knows enough. And when you're writing your ebook, you're going to be looking at yourself as you were before the transformation. That could be 3 years, 5 years ago. So I've arrived at this place where I am better at time management than I was 5 years ago. So of course I can share that experience, and that's exactly where you are. So I know a lot of you are struggling with creating your own digital products. In this instance, I'm talking about an ebook. There's so many others. There are printables. A YouTube video is a digital product. Planners, checklists, coaching one-to-one is a digital product. With that in mind, I've created an ebook which is free, and I go through the 5 myths that are stopping you from creating your own digital product. So the links in the comment section below, so be sure to grab a copy and come along on this journey and let me know, have you written an ebook? Are you thinking of writing one? What's stopping you? So say for instance, you have been doing exercise for a long time and it's worked for you and it is working, then you can share that with someone who is thinking of doing that. So these are some examples. It could be that you like to cook. It could be that you are organized. It could be that you're good at fashion, making clothes. Whatever it is that you're good at, there is someone out there who can benefit. And the great thing about this is that once you create the ebook, there are many more opportunities. Now this book, sorry to keep on saying it, but this is just a demonstration of proof. I sell copies of this book every single week. Now, once you've identified your skill set, your experience, the ideal book that you want to write, now this is where you hop onto the internet and use AI. These were tools that were not available when I was writing my book. I had to do the manual, not quite go to the library because the book was written in 2021, but I had to spend a lot of time on Statistica and using other research papers. Now with Perplexity AI, it's a touch of a button. As long as you're clear about what you want to write about, you can start to interrogate it, and it will help you to identify the pain points and the areas that you can go into, because you have to identify a niche. Now, a niche is a group of people who have similar traits. So first we look at the age, location, sex of the person, their job, what they're looking to achieve, and their pain points. So remember, their pain points are very important because your book is to help them, transform them from where they are to where they want to be. So that could be teaching them a skill, opening their mind to opportunities that they weren't aware of, that could help them and make their life better. So with this avatar, you need to know them inside out. And sometimes when you're starting, it's actually better for creating an avatar that is like you. So it becomes easier to sell to them, because essentially you're going to sell this ebook. For instance, if I was creating an ebook for myself, it would be a 50-year plus woman, educated, curious, likes to learn new things. You'll also have to understand my interests. What do I spend my time doing when I'm not working? So what do I like watching on TV? Which platforms do I go on? And at what times of the day? What kind of content do I consume? Is it short, long? Do I like reading, listening, watching? Am I more likely to download a free ebook, or am I happy to pay? So this is very important as well. So there are some people who are happy to pay for items online. Those are the people we need, not those who are the freebie crowd. Once you've identified the niche, you need to be going in there talking about their pain points. So anytime you do any content to attract them to your book, you need to be talking about their pain points and how you can fix it. Now, make sure you're giving value in your videos. You can give them the whole farm. They will still come to you because what they're paying for is your expertise, and it's to help them to get to where you are. So they'll buy the book, and potentially they might need help after they've got the book. Come on, look at the coaching community. There are loads of coaches, no matter what it is you want to do. I shared something on my LinkedIn the other day. There was a coach who was teaching people how to tell the time, how to read an old clock. There's a clock behind me there. Don't know if you can see. Yeah, she was having Zoom sessions every Sunday. She had different sessions for children and some for adults, and she was teaching them how to read a clock. So that's evidence to show that you can teach people pretty much anything. So once you've done your research using Perplexity AI, it's now time to write the book. Now the two tools I use are Google, the Google Word doc, and I'll show you how I do that. Chat GPT to outline the book. So once you've identified the book, you can go into Chat GPT and ask it to give you an outline for a book. You can ask for 3 different outlines, and of course you need to be clear. It's not just give me an outline for a book on time management. The prompt will be below. It will be give me a book helping people to overcome their time management issues, problems. I want this book to be aimed at students, business owners, mothers. I want it to be easy to read. I want it to contain questions at the end, some case studies if possible, and also techniques that can help them overcome their time management challenges. So that might be a prompt. And then once you give it a prompt, you then begin to work with it to see if you can refine that prompt. Now here, it gives you an outline, and what you're going to do once you're happy with the outline, because you can go backwards and forwards, is for each outline you're going to talk about your own experience. And this is why you do your SWOT analysis, because you need to be talking about your own experience. ChatGPT does not know your experience, and people buying the ebook want your experience. And remember, I said earlier that you're going to be creating courses and potentially doing one-to-one sessions with them. So this is why having experience, some knowledge, having walked that journey would be able to help them. So those are the 3 steps. Quick recap. First, you do your SWOT analysis. Second, you go and research your target audience, their pain points, as well as their ecosystem. Look at your competitors. See what you can offer that your competitors are not offering. So a USP, unique selling points, how you can differentiate yourself from others. If you look at Apple and the way they've differentiated themselves in the market. And then thirdly, get the book written. And like I said, with this one, I use Google and ChatGPT. And once you have the outline, all you need to do really is pick up your phone. You can dictate your book. So when I said about your own experience, ChatGPT will give you different sections and chapters, and you just record your experience under those chapter headings. And once you've done that, you've got a whole book, and then you edit it. Yes, I know it's not easy, but it's a simple process. With my time management book, I didn't have the privilege of having AI, but I was able to dictate the book. And with my last book, which will be coming out shortly, and that is to help you create digital products, which I wrote in August. That took me about 3 weeks. In that book, I take you through different digital products, the platforms, tools you can use. Anyway, I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ciao.